Hello everyone, this is your friendly neighborhood rexioum DvrkPyro here, and we're back with the second part, the long-awaited second part of the friend interview series. I know it's been like 2 weeks, but I'm sorry. Haven't had people to do interviews with, and everybody's been busy, okay? It's been crazy. But we're finally back, and I'm here with my very good friend, PokyCola, also known as Poky, if you want to introduce yourself.
Howdy, yeah, I'm Poky. I'm the big cowboy man of this group.
Mm-hmm. Well, I appreciate you sitting down and taking the time to answer some questions for me, just for the absolute hell of it. I'm not getting paid for
Oh, of course,
this.
of course, of course.
I'm definitely not monetized. I just do this because I'm bored. But anyways, to start off,
Am I gonna get paid for this?
I'll have to get back to you on that. So these questions are gonna be short. They're not gonna be too personal or too in depth or anything. They're just gonna be nice little questions about yourself. So to start off, what started your VR chat journey? When did you find out about VR chat, and when did you start playing it?
Okay, so how I figured out about VR chat was during the time of the Uganda Knuckles meme going around. The of the way. I was like about like what 10 years old, and I fell in love with it for some reason. I don't know. I wanted to be one, and so my first time actually being on VR chat, I didn't have a VR at the time. And I remember my like playthrough being like 5 minutes long, and then I just got off completely because I didn't know what to do. And then after a couple years, when I finally got the VR I'm still using now, my uh HTC Vive, I started to do impressions actually, like Arthur Morgan, Master Chief, and I would go into public lobbies and I would just do these impressions and just make people laugh and have fun. And that's kind of what started me to, being on here.
Nice, very very interesting upbringing. What would you say you love the most about this game?
The people. Sometimes you
The
meet the most
interactions.
weirdest people. Yeah, because like when you go into a public lobby and like you're just gooning around or like goofing around and like you meet the most craziest individuals or the most funniest individuals. It's always something just new.
There's just no in between.
You-
It's either
Yeah,
one
like
or the complete
it's
other.
this place is just full of wonders every time. I'm never surprised when I'm in a public lobby,
Yeah,
or not surprised. Like I'm surprised all the time.
yeah. Um, what is your favorite video game of all time that you've ever played?
Red Dead Redemption 2.
I probably could have guessed that one if
Love
we
that
weren't
game.
uh, if we weren't if we weren't recording this. Um,
Yeah, yeah. After I got every single signature and everything, yeah, I'm totally not a big nerd.
yeah. What is your favorite color?
My favorite color used to be green, but now it's purple. And I
Yeah,
recently like started liking
pretty
purple
good color.
because of it's the color for my cancer.
Yeah,
And so I don't know why, it just kind of grew with me. I was like, purple color, Hodgkin's lymphoma. I was like, that's not a bad color. So now it's purple now,
yeah,
but it used to be green.
yeah. I agree with you. Purple's a really good color. Purple's a really good color. It's a really good
It's a
fucking
really good
color.
color. It's a really good color.
Moving on. Do you have any pets? And if so, what are their names?
Yes, I have one pet. Her name is Ginger. She's a tiny Jack Russell, and
Okay.
she's orange and white, and she's the most precious dog of the history. She never barks. She never like is like very active. Like she's usually lazy a lot, but like she's calm.
Yeah.
She's not like a pain in the ass. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I can't say the same about my golden retriever. He's kind of a pain, but who can really blame him? Um. Oh, this is a good one. I think you might like this one. What is your dream vacation? Alternatively, what's one place you've always wanted to visit?
I've always wanted to visit either Scotland or Poland. Mostly because I'm Polish,
Yeah.
and Scotland because it is the most beautiful place ever. My mom got to visit Scotland, but I've never been able to go. She's always wanted to bring us, but it's an expensive trip. I heard
Right.
down there it is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like
I've heard the same thing
it's
about Poland
amazing
too.
over there.
I found myself wanting to go there
Yeah.
because I looked up pictures of it, and Poland looks really pretty. So
Yeah, they're beautiful places, beautiful places.
yeah. Um, what is your biggest pet peeve? Like, what's one thing that just really pisses you off more so than anything?
Okay. If I be honest, when I like to complain about something and then someone is like agreeing with me on it, I don't know why. I hate it when someone agrees with me on it. It's like I don't want to hear your side. Just let me complain. Don't talk. Like
Guilty.
every time.
Guilty. Right here.
Like
I have done that. He's fallen victim to my bullshit.
uh, I just don't like hearing like someone say, "Yeah, I agree," and I'm like, "Shut up, shut up, shut up."
I don't give a shit about you. I'm here to tell
Let me
my
talk.
story.
Exactly. Oh.
What is your ideal music genre? What's something you always find yourself listening to,
Ooh.
no matter what situation?
Country music, as I'm currently listening to it right now. Um, I love country music. I'm a huge, huge fan on it, especially like stuff 80s, 90s. Like, because I can find a song that always fits like exactly how I'm feeling all the
Yeah.
time. And like, there's no other music genre I know about that can really do that. But like, I'll listen to everything, but out of anything, I love listening to country the most. It's my
Yeah.
most favorite.
Yeah. Uh, what would you say is your favorite individual thing that you own?
Ooh, I have a lot of things that I love that I own. Mostly a lot of my clothes, like my
I know that.
jackets and stuff.
Yeah.
I really
This
love.
this motherfucker just bought like a damn near $100 jacket recently. Just letting you know.
I just spent $92 on a bomber jacket, old
It
vintage
looks
ones with
it,
the
it
fur
looks
coat.
cool though, so I can't really blame him on that one.
Yeah, but and like I guess most of the autographs that I have from all the Red Dead actors,
Mhm.
that's something I cherish a lot too. And I put that thing in the cardboard box, and I'm gonna frame it. But
Yeah.
those are those things I precious, honestly.
Yeah. If you could learn to play one instrument, what would you want to learn to play?
Acoustic guitar,
I
mostly
had
because
the biggest feeling you would say that.
it's like the go-to for like country music and stuff. And
Mhm.
like there's a lot of country songs I want to learn on acoustic because I used to have one, but it broke years ago, and I haven't gotten a new one since. And I'm also left-handed, so it's kind of hard to
Mhm.
get a guitar
Yeah.
left-handed.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, we are now down to the final 5 and I feel like these are some of the best ones on this list. Um if you were to spend a day with one dead celebrity, who would that be and why?
Bob Ross, because he is my idol and I loved him. I grew up watching him when I was 3 years old. Like I used to go to my papa's house and like he would have Bob Ross on the TV and I would just sit there for hours and hours just watching him paint.
It's mesmerizing,
And
isn't it?
like even though I don't paint myself, I I just he helped with my art career, honestly, like learning to do art and stuff, like just like because like recently I did a calligraphy drawing
I love
with a
those.
pen.
Those are really cool. I
And
wish I knew how to do those.
when I was drawing, because I was drawing a like cowboy on a Pegasus,
Mhm.
and I was trying to do his arm, and when I did, the ink on the pen, I forgot to dip it, splattered on the thing, and like it made a terrible mess. But I just remembered like you don't make mistakes, so I used it as an advantage, and I spreaded it like on the drawing a bit, and then did it in other areas too, and it kind of looks like a fog a little bit, like around the drawing, and my mom even says it makes it look better.
Yeah. I remember my 8th grade art teacher used to say this thing, we don't make mistakes in art, we make happy little accidents.
Exactly, that's from Bob Ross. That's
Figured.
Bob Ross's main line.
I'm pretty sure she said
It's
that
amazing.
at one point, but it's been a couple years. I don't quite remember. Um, if you were on death row, what would your last meal be before you were put to sleep?
Ooh, that's a great question. Uh, give me some damn ribs from Texas Roadhouse. Give me the most country meal you can.
Just all
Some biscuits and gravy.
just a whole Western cuisine of just breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yes, yes. Just like biscuits and gravy. Give me sausage and eggs and like the average like breakfast. Give me ribs and fucking all that. I'll go on a heyday.
Yeah,
Give me a hamburger too for the American dream.
yeah. I can't blame you though. Western food's good as fuck. Um,
It is.
all right, this one's a big one. Um, what is it about this world that you yourself want to change the most? Like, if you were to change one bad thing about this world, what would it be?
Honestly, if I wanted to change the world on one thing, it's hatred. Honestly, because so much hate is in the world and not a lot of love. And it's it's hard to know that everyone has to like everyone gets mad at a point, but like taking that anger out on someone is terrible. Like abuse and all that, like that's not right. And I think if the world was better without having to harm someone else, it's a better world in general. A lot of love, care, that's why I like people like that do things that do this just even the smallest of things like just changes everything.
Yeah,
Like doing the smallest nice thing, even like just saying hi to someone and complimenting them, just that. Like it's all you need. It's just being nice.
yeah. It's a good view on that situation, and I agree
The
with you
view I've always
wholeheartedly.
had, so
Yeah, I feel like yeah, I definitely feel like there's too much hatred and discrimination in this world, and I just sometimes I just question, why can't we just all just get along with each other, Like
get along. Yeah, exactly.
why do we have to be better than another or worse than another or different? That's just something I can't get my head around is why does there have to be, I mean, can there not just be a middle ground of just just people? Like just people that, you know, care about each other and people that are there for each other. And it just, I mean, the world has always had hardships and the world has always had hatred, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I agree with you.
Oh yeah.
It just makes me sad seeing that there's just so much hate in this world.
Everyone's different, but everyone's the same.
Yeah. We are now down to our final question. On a much more positive note, what is out of all of the moments in your life, what would you say is that picturesque moment that you just cannot replicate? Like the best moment of your entire life?
There's been a lot of best moments in my life. Um, I can name three.
Go ahead.
Um, First one is when I was 3 years old. I think 3, 5. Um, I used to be a big fan of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
Like big fan. Jack Sparrow was my favorite character, and my mom paid thousands for me to like go. I think it was I can't remember the place, but it was a thing where like this guy was dressed up like Jack Sparrow, and he looked almost like him. And like you got the sword fight with him, and I got called and got the sword fight with him. And my mom has it on video, and every time she says she watches it, she tears up because of just how happy I was.
Yeah.
And then probably the second one was my first love.
Yeah.
Actually like experiencing my first date for the first time and um actually like being with someone
Yeah.
was like the best moment of my life. And then probably the last was just recently meeting my favorite character of all time, Roger Clark, and getting to talk with him and getting a video from him and picture and he signed all my stuff and everything like that.
That just happened today, by
That
the
was a
way.
good moment today. Yeah, which was amazing. Like I was
Yeah.
smiling the whole way home.
Yeah.
Like it was amazing.
Hmm.
The moment you only have once and like you're not going to experience that again. Like
Yeah.
same thing with the Arizona when I went to Arizona too. Like going there and meeting all the actors and like getting all their signatures, like that's one thing you're ever going to do. Even though they are running a new event, actually they're doing it this year again in June
Nice.
over in Deadwood.
Deadwood.
Yeah, we're gonna go
Nice.
do it. I can't wait.
Yeah. All right. Well, that concludes
I'll be
the
coming back and wear cowboy gear.
that concludes the interview. Again, I appreciate you sitting down with me and answering these questions. And for all you out there, I
Of
hope
course.
you learned a thing or two about another one of my friends here. And I'm gonna try and get back on that more consistent schedule. I know I kind of just disappeared for like 2 weeks, but I'm back now. I promise. There's gonna be a lot more interviews coming. So make sure you stay tuned for those. Do you have any last thing you want to say before we sign off here?
See you, partners.
You heard it here first. See ya, partners.